Okay. Let's do it. So we're just gonna start standing, basic, very easy. Find a kind of a parallel position, as long as it's not too stressful for your legs to be parallel. If they need to be a little bit open, it's okay. It doesn't have to be parallel. Don't let them be too much inside. So somehow comfortable. And maybe step them a little bit just to make sure that your feet are comfortable. Just move your body a little bit around and your weight a bit forward, backwards, and to the side, just for a moment there to kind of let all the tensions of standing be down a little bit. And then just relax on your feet and smile and close your eyes. And just relax. We always start with just relaxing, whatever position we take. Relaxing and allowing all the weight to go down, down, down towards the feet. That means the head is balancing on top of the vertebrae of the neck. Softly, gently relaxing. Shoulders are hanging from the collarbones and the shoulder blades. Both arms hanging the sides, down. The weight is weighing on the top of the rib cage. The ribs are sitting on top of each other, connected in the front, chest bone, sternum, and the back through all the vertebrae between T1 and T12, somewhere like that. And then the vertebrae sitting on top of each other, all the way down through the lower back, relaxing on top of each other. They're not weighing down, there's no accumulation of weight, they're just relaxing on top of each other. All the weight goes down to the ground, down towards the pelvis. Pelvis is big and heavy, and there's a bowl there in the bottom. Pelvis is sitting on two big femurs, two big bones here, go down through the thighs to the knees. Knees are very soft, sitting on top of each other like this. Shin bones, bottom are going down towards the ankles. And there it spreads between the heel, the arch of the foot, the toes. Relaxing down through the pillows of the feet. And allowing yourself, as you relax like this, to drop everything that doesn't belong to this moment, to this place, and sink in, dive in, smile again. Sinking down through the floor, to the floor underneath, to the floor underneath that one, depending how many floors are in your house, to the earth under, through the foundations, into the big stones and the land underneath and the lava underneath, all the way down to the center of the earth, center of gravity, connected from the head to the feet to the center of gravity in the center of the earth. And it's nice to know that we're connected to the center of the earth, that that's carrying our weight. We don't need to worry, even if we're standing. Standing easy, simple, relaxed. Allowing our feet to be spread. If the weight wants to distribute and start wiggling a little bit front or back and side, it doesn't have to be stable. It can be affected by your breath. It can be affected by the turning of the earth. It can be affected by if you're excited or bored or relaxed or dizzy. And the eyes closed, relax through the feet. Allow the ankles to open up and relax through them even more, like it's so, like the whole weight is water pouring down through the feet and through the shin bones, the calf muscles, the whole lower part of the leg, from the knee down to the ankle, pouring down and out, like it's rooting. Roots expand, they don't go just one direction down, they expand also to the side, spreading the weight from inside the knees. Any kind of tension around the knees, just soften the knees. Softening the knees is not an action, it's the opposite of an action. So, in all these things, we're looking for the opposite of actions. Instead of doing something, we're looking how we undo what we're doing all the time. And by undoing and undoing and undoing, we're opening space. We're not opening space, the space opens. Because opening space is another action. We're not doing action, we're discontinuing actions that are going on. So any kind of tensions around the knees, dropping them, allowing them to dissipate, and then the weight goes all the way down from the knees to the feet, into the earth, into the center of gravity. And the thighs, any kind of tensions in the thighs, and if something is like uncomfortable in the way you're standing, you can adjust. Maybe now that you've been standing a few minutes, you can feel maybe you have a bit more weight on one leg than the other. Maybe they're too open or too closed or too turned in or out or something. So you can adjust, relax, find that it's a relaxed way. Go from the bottom all the way up towards the thighs and see that the thighs can really be soft, as if you're doing nothing, or as close to nothing as possible. And then here on the side of the hip joints, open up the whole side of the hip joints. So if each side where the femurs are sitting and the ball of the pelvis is hanging like a hammock there in between, it's just relaxing. The whole weight is relaxing down. Not holding anything, not trying to turn it in or out or tuck it under or pointing backwards or not even trying to open it out to the side, just allowing any kind of tension to. And then you can keep going with your mind down the legs and back up to see that all these checkpoints that we went through are still relaxed, open, easy, smiling. Allowing the breath to flow in and out simply like a meditation. Abdominal muscles relax, allow your belly to come out, allow your lower back to turn if it needs to turn. Maybe usually you want to correct it or something. So right now, just allowing it to fall the way it falls. Maybe later will work. Now we're just releasing, releasing, releasing. Each vertebra can expand and relax, and expand and relax, and smile and relax. And the ribs are open. Each rib falling, each vertebra is falling on top of a vertebra, on top of a vertebra, behind the ribs in the back, and each rib is falling on top of another rib, on top of another rib. And moving with the breath into the belly, into the chest, into the ribs. Without forcing, without trying, just allowing, allowing, allowing. Letting it happen, happen by itself. Letting the chest bone be heavy, allowing the clavicle bones to relax down through the sides, towards the shoulders. Shoulder blades on the back, they're like weights. Shoulder blades are like the weights of an elevator. When the weight goes down, the elevator goes up. So the weight of the shoulder goes down and the arm goes up. So the weights are now just hanging there in the back of the ribs, connected to the front, through the clavicle, into the shoulder. Shoulder through the upper arm on the right side, into the elbow. Right shoulder to the right upper arm, to the right elbow. Space inside the elbow. Into the arm, lower arm, forearm, wrist, palm of the hand, each one of the fingers of the right hand, just heavy, easy, simple. And the left shoulder to the left upper arm, left elbow, shoulder, upper arm, elbow. Elbow to the forearm, through the forearm, to the wrist, to the palm of the left arm, every finger of the left hand, both arms, from shoulder to fingertips. Now the whole body is really, really heavy in the neck, vertebra by vertebra, from the base of the neck, the connection into the chest, into the rib cage, the throat and the front, even the jaw, and the back of the neck, behind the jaw, where the skull is sitting on top of the atlas, head heavy on top of all of this. And just for a moment there, feel what small movements are happening inside your body right now, and in how your body balances upon the feet, upon this earth, up on this earth. Just by releasing and releasing and releasing the weight down all the time. And smile. A little moment of small dance. The dance of the body balancing, releasing, releasing, releasing. Discovering what's unnecessary, letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. And then find some kind of bounce that starts from underneath the feet, between the feet and the floor. It could be very, very small, but it's somewhere between the heel and the toes, the arch underneath the foot. Maybe almost like it's the earth shaking and you're just passing it along. Very, very simple, very easy, very small, uber small, almost unrecognizable maybe. But still, you can feel it, it's there. And that shake, that very, very small wibble that is happening between the foot and the earth, maybe has some directions, front, back, side to side, diagonals. Or your small dance doesn't stop, in other words. You're still releasing all the weight down all the time. That's something in between the feet and the earth. And smile, 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 and let that start the exploration, start the movement. And then it goes, it goes, it goes from the feet up to the ankles. So the whole foot is already like engaged in this shake. It's participating, allowing, and the ankle. Now the small dance always is there, so the rest of the body is just kind of balancing on top of the ankle. The foot, the whole foot, the right and the left, and underneath the foot, and the right and the left. Between the feet and the earth, there is this bounce that starts from there and then it resonates through the body, but the participation of the body is still in, let's say, in question. The feet are participating clearly. Doesn't mean that they need to make any effort or they don't need to produce anything, but they are in it. So the energy is generated there between the feet, the earth. The earth is always in movement. And now the feet are participating in that movement by engaging in pulse, this pulse that goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And I think it's nice that both feet that are participating in it, up until the ankles. Always good to keep your eyes closed at this point, just so your eyes don't let your head stuck somewhere. Really nothing to watch on the screen or something like that. And smile. And that pulse is climbing up from the earth, in between the earth and the feet, inside each foot, to inside each ankle, through the lower leg, calf muscle, shin bone, all the way into the knees. So from the knees down, everything is clearly participating in this pulse, in this shake. It's a very simple, easy shake. Easy shake means a releasing of weight down, uh, receiving a pulse that goes up, and then releasing the weight back down and receiving another pulse back up. And it happens fast, or let's say faster than what I say, because it has its own rhythm. Doesn't have to have a specific rhythm. Each one of us, each body will have a different rhythm because of a different relationship between the parts, different sizes of the part, different weights, different composition of the body. You find your pulse in between the knees and the feet and the earth and the smile. And that with the small dance here is just the wiggling of you keep shedding the layers of effort, of things that you've been doing, patterns of walking, standing, being, shedding them down and allowing your body to be heavy on top of itself as you're standing. And then from the feet, from the earth to the feet, to the ankles, through the lower leg, the shin bone, the calf muscle, into the knees, and through the knees, up, slowly, slowly through the thighs, all the way up to the hip joints. And hip joints here are open, and maybe they are working a little bit different rhythms from each other, which can be. And the hip joints are connected into the pelvis, and the pelvis here is wobbling this weight of the whole lower part of the body, from the pelvis, hip joints, knees, ankles, feet, to the earth and back up. In each pulse, it's a release and come back, release and come back, release and come back, release and come back, release and come back. And you find your own rhythm here, and maybe you change rhythms because maybe the rhythm changes, let's say. It's not a conscious decision. Maybe the rhythm changes for you every once in a while because of things that get released and get out, or tensions that get accumulated because of patterns of how you're working. All of that is okay. You let it happen, you let it keep happening. Through the feet to the earth, from the earth back to the feet, through the ankles to the feet to the earth, from the earth to the feet to the ankles, through the shin bones into the knees, from the knees to the ankles to the feet to the earth, from the earth to the feet to the ankles to the knees to the hip joints, to the pelvis, through the pelvis, down, 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 through the legs, all the way down, and all the way up. Allowing the belly here to be relaxed. The belly starts to open up, and the lower back and the vertebrae of the lower back start to open up. It doesn't mean that they need to do anything specifically, just that the engagement into the pulse is a bit more noticeable. Through every vertebra and every inner organ in the belly, even allowing the diaphragm in between the rib cage and the belly to pulse. That means that maybe you let go of your breath. Not saying that you won't breathe, saying that you don't control the breath in any way. And you maybe allow the breath to be affected by the pulse. And this is because the inner organs are going up and down, up and down, up and down, and they're affecting the diaphragm, which affects your lungs inside the rib cage, which we're going to talk about in a moment. And that makes the breath go like that, in whatever rhythm it goes, and just allow it for a moment. Finding a lot of freedom in the feet, ankles, knees, hips, joints, pelvis, belly, lower back, all the way up to the diaphragm, the bottom of the rib cage. Maybe allow your voice to be a bit free for a moment here. And smile. Yeah. Smiling is the only kind of small tension that is allowed. And then the ribs, the lower ribs, starting to be a bit more in this pulse. Again, not because they're doing something, but because they're listening more with your ribs to the pulse. On the back, and the ribs in the vertebrae, in between all the ribs, from the lower ribs up to the higher ribs. And the higher ribs of the chest, connected to the chest, connected to the chest bone, underneath the shoulder blades, all the way to the clavicle bone, the whole rib cage, like an accordion. And also affected here, allow even more the breath to be affected from this. No effort, no effort. This should be very, very easy. If something feels like effort, change what you're doing, change the rhythm, change a little bit, take your weight a little bit front or a little bit back, or change how you're standing, or change what your pulses. Change something to make it really, really free. And every time that you let go, it's really like you let go. Every pulse down is letting go, and pulse up is just receiving. And allowing this small dance to still exist. That means that the weight doesn't have to be always on the heels, or always on the center of the foot, or always in the front or the side, or front side. So it can move in between the areas, different areas of the foot. And allowing the clavicle bone here to be free, weighing down on the chest, weighing down on the rib cage, weighing down, vertebrae down, the diaphragm completely open, relaxed, so the belly can come out, lower back open and relaxed, so the pelvis can move freely. Pelvis moving freely, the hip joints down to the knees, down to the heels, and spreading on the feet, all the way down to the earth, through the earth, all the way down to the center of the earth, maybe to the other side of the earth, coming back through the center of the earth, back all the way up through the feet, heels, ankles, knees, hip joints, pelvis, belly, lower back, inner organs, and the diaphragm, and the lower ribs, and the upper ribs, and the whole rib cage, to the clavicle bones, and the clavicle bones connected to the chromium, and the side and the shoulders that are connecting the shoulder blades and back. Shoulder blades are also part of this now. They're listening to the music of the movement, they're listening to the pulse, they're participating in the pulse. Down through the right arm, the upper arm, and the elbow, and the forearm, and the wrist, and the palm of the right arm, through the fingers, the whole right arm, heavy, open, relaxed, happy, willing, curious, available, engaging, open, participating. And the left arm, from the elbow, from the shoulder through the upper arm to the elbow, through the forearm to the wrist, palm of the left arm, fingertips, the whole left arm open, curious and available, and listening to the pulse, and participating in the pulse, and agreeing with the pulse. And allow the rhythm, if it wants to change, allow it to change. Maybe at moments you feel it's more true for you to do it a bit faster. Maybe at moments it feels a bit more true to go a bit slower. Allow that to morph in relation to what you're going through and how your body feels, and how it feels for you to be relaxed in this movement, and to allow it to be long lasting. So you can enjoy it and be smiling with it, finding your own pulse and your own rhythm at every moment, being true to yourself here. And if the feet are receiving a lot of weight and it becomes a bit heavy for them, you can move around a little bit between the feet, moving around between the feet, allowing the weight to distribute a little bit differently in between the feet, each one underneath each foot, where you put your weight, more in the back, more in the front. It's a game. Okay, we'll get a little deeper into that in a moment. First, let's finish the body scan. So from the bottom of the neck, connected, like the whole neck is connected like a tube into the chest. I always imagine like if we cut off, open the chest, like the neck continues down with the whole spine. So we're starting from the bottom of the neck here, and the connection to the chest, the front, and to the vertebrae, the back, to the shoulders and the sides. Open inside the neck, space inside the neck for the breath to come through very easily. Opening like it's expanding, like there's no effort inside, like it's a little bit fluffy. And then into the jaw, the bottom of the jaw, the tongue, relaxed. All the muscles of the face relaxed, very fluffy. And the head just heavy on top of the vertebrae of the neck. Always remember you can play with the rhythms, you can go a little bit faster if you feel like it for a moment. Or a little bit slower. More than everything, you listen to yourself and smile. And then you start transferring the weight a little bit from the right to the left, from the right to the left, from the right foot to the left foot. Just a transfer of weight, a little bit like you would be walking, but without picking up your feet from the floor. So the action that the pelvis would be doing for walking is happening. Okay, let's start from the head. So the head can start to disorganize itself a little bit here. Receiving still the movement, flowing with it, allowing it to happen, but also disorganizing it a little bit. Finding each vertebra of the neck, how that vertebra, just like we normally do when we're lying on the floor, and we disorganize everything with a smile. So how we disorganize everything here with a smile, the head, uh, and the neck, the jaw, vertebrae of the neck, into the upper shoulders, disorganizing the shoulder blades, at the back of the ribs, disorganizing the upper arm a little bit, the right side on the left, disorganizing the elbows, meaning that they can turn a little bit in, out, falling a bit more from the right side, a bit more from the left, a bit more right towards the left, a bit more left in the center, front, and then the right, backwards, left side, and diagonal towards this side, and diagonal to the other side, and the lower arms, and the wrist can also shake in sideways and spirals here a little bit. So the arms are having their own bends, disorganizing, the head is disorganizing, and the neck is disorganizing, the shoulder blade is disorganizing, and the clavicle bones are disorganizing, and then the center of the chest and the chest bones start to participate in this. And all this time you can really allow the breath to flow freely out of your body, like really disorganize your diaphragm even before we get there. And the chest bone connected into the rib cage and the ribs. Each one of the ribs can start to disorganize in the back left and the front right and in the side left front backwards and the right side front side and then inner side and then of course the diaphragm, the lungs are free. Maybe even the heart is bouncing inside, and the rhythm can keep changing if it needs to, if it wants to. Into the belly and all the organs inside are changing places and dancing around, smiling to each other, and the vertebrae all the way from the bottom of the neck through all the rib cage to the lower back. Into the bottom of the pelvis, tailbone, sit bones, front bones and the sides here, and the hip joints. And then you can start disorganizing the hip joints between the two sides. Yeah. And smile. Disorganizing everything from the head and the chin, the neck, the front of the neck, inside the neck, the back of the neck, into the clavicle bones, into the shoulder blades, into the arms, each arm, each elbow, all the way down through the wrist to the fingertips, through each arm, into the chest bone, the rib cage, each one of the ribs and the diaphragm, and each one of the vertebrae in the back, and through the internal organs and the belly and the lower back and the pelvis, sit bones, tailbone, and the sides here and the hip joints, and the femurs inside the hip joints, they're dancing into the hips, in the right side and on the left side through the knees, and the knees start to disorganizing in relationship with the hip joints, disorganizing in relationship to the belly, the chest, disorganizing in relation with the knees to the shoulders and from the head to the tail, and going from the knees down through the lower legs and the shin bones into the heels, and the arches of the feet and the whole feet and the foot in relation to the earth, and the earth receiving all these disorganized pulses, reorganizes it back inside the center of the earth and sends back up movements through the body. This organizing is starting to find a bit more freedom in between the sides. The right side can work a little bit, and the left side can smile, and you can take a little steps front and back. And smile, smile. Yeah. You can take steps, a few steps to the front, disorganizing, and a few steps to the back, disorganizing. And take the right arm and flip it over to the left shoulder blade. So you take it and you just flip it over. And then it grabs on. And as it grabs on, it becomes like a weight here. And this whole relationship starts to change. And here you take a few steps front and back. Front, back, front, front, back, front, front, back, front, and go backwards. Front, and backwards, front, backwards, backwards, back, front, backwards. Like with every step, you're checking back where you came from. Backwards, down, and check. And let go of that arm, and take the left arm and flip it over. Check. Let it go, do it again, very easy. And you go front, backwards, front, smile, front, backwards, front, smile, front, backwards, front, smile, front, backwards, front, smile, front, relax, backwards, small, and go to the back, front, to the back, relax, to the back to the front, and you're checking. Every step you take, you check. This is where I came from, and do this step again. And every time you step that step, you step it a little bit differently than before, a little bit simply easier than before. Backwards, a little bit front, backwards, and relax here again. And take the right arm again and flip it over. And we're gonna do the same thing, just now we're gonna take our right leg behind the left leg. And put the weight on it, come back, put the weight on it, and take a step. And again, behind, put the weight, back, put the weight, and one more time here, right, take a step, come back, take a step, and go with the left leg, come back, and left leg, and stand. And again, left leg behind the right, back, and the shake keeps happening the whole time. You're just finding a way for it to survive, and you're finding a way for it to be there. Putting weight on the left, back on the right, weight on the left, and back. One last time here. Weight on the right, right on the left, right on the right, and left, and shah. Let's go of this hand, flip the other one around, shah. And go again, the right, back, check, and back, and back, check, and stand, and one, check, check, as you shake, and check, last time, check, 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 and stand, keep the same hand, and go the other way, left behind the right, left, right, left, and check. And walk. Chop, chop, smile, chop. And walk. Chop, chop, and chop. One more time, and chop, 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 and chop. Okay, come back to the center somewhere. comfortable, and intensify the shake now, and start intensifying also the disorganization of the body. Shaking and disorganizing, shaking and disorganizing, and smiling, shaking and smiling and disorganizing, shaking and smiling and disorganizing, shaking and smiling and dance, organizing, finding ways and ways and ways to relax it more and more down, and find it very easy, very simple, that you can keep going like this forever now. Take your hands a little bit up, both arms. Maybe you change a little bit the direction of how your body is towards the room. Because for me, it was very frontal towards the camera all this time. So changing the perspective of the room a little bit, allowing the front to change, allowing the way that you relate to the room to change, allowing the relationship between the parts to change, starting to disorganize all the relationships inside the body, all the relationships inside the room, with us in the room and between the parts of the body and different limbs. And now this is a moment for us to wash everything out. So use this shake the next few minutes to shake out anything that might be stuck. I have something in my right elbow, so I'm just gonna wash out through the arm, through a lot of shapes here. So you find your own body, what needs to be shaped out, what area of the body still feels like it's not fully participating or fully agreeing with the movement and the shake. And you find a way to do it simply, easily, lightly, with a smile, no effort, nothing has to happen. It's very light, it's very easy. No, it's not sweating, it's not a CrossFit exercise. No, it's just finding a way to keep going here in a relaxed way, in a simple, easy way. Simple, easy way. Simple, sending out through the right and out through the left, out through the back of the neck. And just for a moment, come back to like a normal shape, or not normal, how we started, just like a very simple shape. It's like somewhere in the center, in between your legs, wherever it's comfortable. And scan again by yourself from the feet back up to the head, and from the head back down to the feet, while allowing your breath to be free and allowing the rhythm to change to whatever you need. And the rhythm can change all the time, and it can become very small and very gentle, and it can become very fast and very um, intensive. Never aggressive, but intensive, yeah. Bottom to top, from top to bottom. If you finish, you go down another round. So I'm gonna take another moment here. This. allowing it to change if it needs to change. Starting to disorganize for a moment, everything. As for the last moment here, disorganizing in between the feet, in between the legs, in between the two sides of the pelvis, in between the two sides of the ribs, cage, in the two shoulders, in between the two ears. Just disorganizing between the front, the back, and the bottom, and the top, inside to the outside. Disorganizing, finding ways to release it. Yeah. And with this disorganization, you take the right arm and you wash the left right side of the head. Yeah. And you keep disorganizing. Right arm to the right side of the head. Yeah. Standing with the spine. And disorganizing with the left hand, the left side of the head. Yeah. The left side of the back of the neck and the head. Yeah. With the disorganizing left spine. Yeah. The right arm upon the left. Around, and throw it out. Yeah. Disorganized. Keep disorganizing and bouncing. Yeah. Disorganizing, bouncing, and smiling. Yeah. And the left over the right. Around. Yeah. Never give up the disorganizing in any area of the body. Yeah. Throw it out completely one last time. Yeah. Washing the front of the chest. And the belly, and the sides, and the back, back, lower, back of the head, lower, back of the head, lower, back of the head, chest, and very, back. And taking with the two arms, one leg, completely disorganizing up with a smile, and one more time with a bigger smile, make a sound, and the other leg, and again with a bigger smile, and now with the biggest smile and the biggest sound you can make, just find a way to back to relaxation. Doesn't mean stillness. Relax on your feet, allowing the weight to keep going down. Feel the reverberation that's happening all over the body. What's different in how you're standing now from the beginning? And smile. Thank you. Okay.